Is it somebody right on my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Like time through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I'm here to do a reading because somebody has put in a request on Chris Brown and Taylor Terry. That is an interesting name. I really do like it. Taylor Terry. Anyway, she is apparently a backup dancer for many years with Chris Brown. I did some research. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like she's in a relationship or married. We know Chris Brown is a single Pringle out here. They have apparently amazing chemistry on stage, so that's why fans seem to be shipping them together a lot. What else have I found out about Chris Brown and Taylor Terry? They are good friends, I believe I read. So because of that, they have good chemistry. You know, they're cool. I mean, honestly, you got to be friends to be a backup dancer for Chris Brown for very many years, and not just a backup dancer, but the main backup dancer where everybody pretty much knows your name. Yeah, you and Chris Brown got to be like this because we got to see. Usually it's the dancers that are up front that we usually get to see the most and are most familiar with. I mean, that's just the way it goes usually in the dancer industry. I'm not here to talk about the injustices and the visibility and when there's so many dancers on the stage anyway, who to look at and who not to look at. But that's just the whole industry in and of itself of trying to get attention. Just praises to backup dancers, honestly, because it's great that you guys get to be dancers and you get to become a part of these huge companies and get to dance alongside celebrities. But when you really start to think about it, yeah, you dance along a celebrity, but are you in the front where you're next to the celebrity? Do you interact with the celebrity? Do we visibly get to see you? Like, do we know who you are on stage? Or did you just get to dance with them? So, that's the push and pull when you're a celebrity dancer. So because of that, congratulations to Taylor Terry for that, to get that kind of attention. For that, like I said, I'm not here to start any beef or anything, but I just wanted to put that out there. So because of that, I'm just going to pull some cards to see, are they in a relationship? Do they have feelings for each other, or are they just truly good friends that have extremely good chemistry? So with that being said, let's find out. I'm not sure exactly how long that she's been a backup dancer for him, but it's definitely been longer than before this tour with Usher. So because of that, she even still got to make it onto the Usher and Chris Brown tour. And it's two celebrities merging on stage, so you probably know some dancers probably had to get caught, or they're sharing dancers. So because of that, it's just great to see all around. So like I said, I'm really happy for Taylor Terry to garner this much attention. So let's just truly see, are her and Chris Brown, what's going on between her and Chris Brown? I don't even want to put any labels on them. Are they in a relationship or are they not? This card will tell me their overall energy towards each other. The World. I like that. Let's see what their foundation is. The Seven of Wands. Okay. The Five of Wands. Temperance. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. We'll save this for later. Maybe I'm going to have to ask some questions for some outside influences. So what I see right here, just overall, is there a relationship based off what I can see from these cards? No. But I definitely do see well, let me skirt that back. There could be feelings in this relationship, but have they been acted upon and been a solidified relationship? No. So what I see here is the World card. Honestly, the best way I can put it when it comes to them, they are two celebrities that are on stage and on display to the world. So therefore, whatever their relationship is public is for the world. So it's not like they get so like everything with them is public and and not private. So like whatever's going on behind closed doors, they're being pretty transparent when it comes to the public. So if we, yeah, that's weird to say because they have really good extreme chemistry on stage, I heard. So usually when you have really good extreme chemistry, you're in a relationship with somebody. However, I'm not getting that kind of energy. It just seems like really good synergy, as they say, a good combo of, I'm just gonna say because that's the best way I can put it and explain it. You know, a good combination of planetary alignments and the way the zodiacs aligned in their birth charts that just happen to make them good enough friends to have that energy. Because you know they say you can be friends with like the opposite sex and stuff like that. So they were able to, even though there's like love, but not like love, romantic love, platonic love, like love you as a friend, love you as a boss, as somebody I work for, all those different type of things. Yes, but as a romantic, no, I don't see that. And I even see it down here at the very bottom with the the 7 of wands. Now, the reason why I said that is because the 7 of wands and the temperance symbolizes a pushback, but also a symbolizing of a balance. So you have to wonder, with the world smacked in the middle, symbolizing their relationship, like I said, it's a public, who they are as public figures are on display. So it would really be hard for them to do anything in private. We see here is a temperance and a 7 of wands, almost like a 7 of wands of whatever this energy is. The world card, it's like they're trying to put it at bay. Like maybe there are feelings, but they do this going to get in the way of the chemistry or how they work on stage, or maybe they're going to be a little bit too go a little too hard with the chemistry on stage where everyone's going to like finally officially know. So it's like that temperance, that happy medium balance of how do we have this good chemistry but not allow it to tip over into the other scale. And we see here that they had to work with the 5 of wands. And the 5 of wands is friction, battling, conflict. And then that to lead us to the world, like I said, that could be them trying to see or being conflicted on having to try to be private relationship. Like I said, could they have tried something? Yes, they could have definitely tried something. Did it work and lasted? No, I don't think so. So because of that, I definitely do see that there is something there, but it's not something that is acted on or active at this very moment, as the temperance card symbolizes, and as the world card symbolizes, and as the 7 of wands symbolizes setting off clear boundaries. Now, is that boundaries within inside of themselves, boundaries between them and the world? But then we have that mixed in with the temperance. So the world and the 7 of wands is actually really going to have a sort of a balance, a unity, much less of a give and take, like a give and pull kind of thing, where you're like so on the guard, so on the defense that it gets in the way kind of thing. Or you block off your blessings, as they say. And then the world card is too public, too doing the most, too eyes on you kind of thing. But there's going to be a sort of, so put those two together. Total extreme opposites, as temperance shows. The public and all eyes on them versus the defense and the, I don't want to say aggression, but the sort of setting boundaries and defensiveness. So with that, it's like, how do those two things work and coincide with each other? Because you can't have all eyes on you, but then also be defensive and on guard 24/7. So because of that balance of it working out, especially now that they are on tour, it's again, all eyes on them and people are wondering. So because of that, it's that, I don't want to say the safe haven or that safe balance of trying to figure out how to walk this line thinly. And hey, maybe they really might have a secret relationship and they're trying to play it cool for the world because they don't want anybody to know, because maybe it might add friction to whatever they got going on. But we see here with the 9 of Pentacles that whatever it is or isn't, the 9 of Pentacles symbolizes a contentment. I'm not trying to get more than what this is. Like a happy medium, essentially. So that's why I said I'm going to wait to see some influential cards to see here. On this side, I'll put as Chris Brown, and this side as Taylor Terry. See how they both equally feel for each other, just out of curiosity. because that was quite complex to read two energies on people that could or could not be in a relationship. So I'm just going to pull some cards right here. Oh, wow. 2 cards came right out. Perfect. The first card, and like I said, the side is going to be for Chris Brown. We have time, and then we have a house. I really like that, but let's see if that same home and comfort reflects back to Taylor Terry. So how does Taylor Terry feel for Chris Brown? Okay. I'll ask one question. Are they secretly dating? A bridge. Okay, we got a bridge here. We're going to see what the bridge is connecting. There we go. So I'm going to pull one in here and then one right here. Guys, I love when the readings unfold unexpectedly, because I'm just like, you know what? Actually, you know what? The whole thing about they might not be in a relationship, I'm starting to actually second guess that. They could actually honestly be in a relationship, a secret private relationship, because that's exactly what the card said right here. And that would honestly totally make sense when you have the 7 of Wands, when you really think about it. You're public celebrities, you're on display, you're dancing on stage with each other, and you're trying to keep professionalism and romantic feelings at bay when you're on stage. So it's that temperance of working, like they say, to be careful dating in your workplace. And that's exactly the balance that they're working with, because yes, it's great chemistry. You're a great member to the team, but I also really like you. So it's like that balance of, if this goes wrong, I don't want to lose you as a team member and as a teammate. So I really like that, that temperance kind of energy of how can we make this work, where if we because we're such public celebrities, how can we keep this relationship to ourselves and within our trusted circle, even where it's not going to get out, so that all the rumors can speak, but unless somebody in the camp or somebody on the team speaks it out. So that's why I'm like, even they're probably being even secretive and quiet within their community. Like it's giving down low, we're secretly 2 a.m. sneaking out the door, sneaking out the window kind of energy of let's meet up where nobody's going to see us kind of thing. Nobody's going to suspect that we're on a relationship, incognito disguise, hood up, sunglasses, mustache on kind of thing. Just nobody's going to see us. Incognito kind of thing of sneaking around, trying to get a relationship sparking and going that nobody seems to know about. However, why did I say that? Because what do I see here of Chris Brown? We have time and house. Within time, there is comfort, there is home, there is a sense of family. Like I have love for you as a family. Then on the flip side, we have on her Taylor Terry, we have the tree, which symbolizes many things, a legacy, but it can also symbolize the journey that you're going with inside of yourself, because you are the tree. So where within inside of herself is she feeling? Well, we landed here on the courtship, which literally is that, as they say, the courting stage. A court is a court. I wish I could make it up. So because of that, I have to say that there is courtingship, there is romantic feelings, there is a sense of talking, a sense I'm like being all exaggerated, because I'm just like, it's hard for me to believe it because it's so down low. It's like so DL, so secretive, so hush hush, so secret. And I'm like, are they seriously in a relationship? Like, I was not expecting that. I came in here with, no, they're not in a relationship, and the cards are going to tell me exactly that. And the cards are just like, well, actually, really down below, there might be something. Like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So that's what I'm seeing here. And then when I pulled the bridge to see, do they truly have romantic feelings for each other? The bridge came out. So I'm like, okay, the bridge is overcoming challenges. The bridge is going from one thing to another. Not saying the extreme like temperance, but we're going from A to B. So what's the A? The A is the courthouse. And what is the B? The main female. However, this bridge could be a symbolization of a unity, a coming together. Because without a bridge, the main female and the courthouse are on they're like on separate islands. They're like two different books. There's no way that they're going to find a way to get in contact with each other type of sense. But then when you put the bridge in there, when you finally build that bridge, then the two can come together and they're no longer an island, but you can get to them by bridge, literally by driving across the water, essentially, all those different types of things. Like they say, bridging the gap. The gap has been bridged between the main female, Taylor Terry, and the courtship or the courthouse or the coming together of a relationship. So because of that, the cards are telling me, thank you to whoever subscribed to this. I didn't think I was going to get this, but everything I do say is allegedly. There's no confirmed information out there that they are in a relationship, but everything seems to be pointing that when they're, like I said, usually when there's good chemistry, you would think that they're in a relationship, and the cards are just like bingo. So with that being said, that's what I seem to get. But hey, you let me know down below in the comments if you guys are familiar with Taylor Terry and Chris Brown's extensive history that they have together, and if you know more about, do they hang out? Are they seen hanging out the cruise and stuff like that? I'm not sure. I was just here to pull some cards, and based off of the little information that I looked up and what the cards gave me, it's symbolizing that there is something. Is it a relationship? I'm still stuck on trying to say maybe, possibly, because it's hard for me to feel truly sold on the idea. Even though the card sold me on the idea, internally I don't feel sold on the idea. However, it's conflicting information. So the way I can sum it up all together as a tarot reader, being objective, I definitely see that there is a connectionship between them, and whatever it is that they have, they are in the process of working it out. I'm not sure how long they have been working this out, and if this is something that has been an internal conflict within inside of themselves, that they've been having sort of friction or tension, maybe even sexual tension while working. So all those different things could be arising and coming through, and it could be hard trying to balance those things when you're on stage. Like I said, this is her boss, basically. It's her boss, her coworker, her friend, all the above. So it's like all those different things. And now you put lover into that equation. It's like, there are too many things in my life. So it's kind of hard to categorize you and to really set those boundaries and put up those, this is boyfriend time, this is dancer time, this is lover time, this is my boss time. It's hard to put all those different things when you have all those different emotions involved. So because of that, that's that temperance, that balance that they're trying to work out, so that way they don't get lost in the sauce of everything. So with that being said, hey, sometimes it's like that when you're trying to balance everything and it feels like everything could be on the line. Because like I said, they have great chemistry, and she's like a great asset to the team. She brings it, and that's what keeps people coming too on top of that. So it's like all those great things. I don't want to lose you as a team member. So how can we make this work out for the best of us moving forward? So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure did. Please subscribe if you have subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. Please and thank you. Become a beautiful sunflower. Spread those beautiful sunflower seeds. That's the reading I happen to seem to get. And with that being said, hey, let me know down below in the comments. Like I said, if you're more familiar with them, tell me where the cards write. If the cards give you any more insight than I did, than I could give. Because like I said, I'm not too familiar with them. And this is just me doing, I don't want to say blind reading, but as blind as it could be without me not knowing too much about Taylor Terry and how long and close her and Chris Brown are. I was just getting quick snippets off of what I saw off the internet, and what the internet gave me is that they have good chemistry and synergy together, that people are thinking that they could be in a relationship. And it honestly seems like the card says that is possible. So with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. You know what I say before I go. Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And don't forget to thumb us up. Hey, sunflowers. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for your request. Sunflowers.